For thousands of years, humans have searched for a way to stop the clock. We've chased eternal youth through experimental medicine, advanced technology, and myths of magic. Yet the only creature on Earth to actually pull it off is this, Turritopsis dohrnii, commonly known as the immortal jellyfish. It operates entirely without a brain, a heart, or bones. It is almost invisible to the naked eye. At just 4 to 5 millimeters wide, a fully grown adult is smaller than your little fingernail. One of the most physically vulnerable organisms in the ocean has achieved the specific biological feat of escaping aging. The standard biological life cycle moves in exactly one direction: egg, larva, polyp, adult, and eventually death. But for Turritopsis dohrnii, reaching adulthood is a pivot point. The jellyfish can reverse its development, looping back to an earlier stage. To be clear, the jellyfish is not reproducing. It is not giving birth to a child. The original adult body is literally reverting back into an infant. By moving backward, this tiny creature proves that aging is a malleable process rather than an irreversible march toward death. This time reversal serves as an emergency defense mechanism. If the jellyfish is starving, physically injured, or trapped, its body seizes up. Instead of dying, the adult shrinks. It absorbs its tentacles, loses its bell shape, and drifts to the ocean floor as a formless blob. Once the tissue hits the bottom, it anchors to the sand and begins sprouting into a brand new polyp. Weeks later, a healthy young jellyfish detaches from that polyp. Sharing the exact same genetics, the original creature starts its life entirely over. By retreating into the safety of its own infancy, the organism bypasses a fatal trauma that would kill almost any other animal. This diagram illustrates fixed cell identity. In normal animals, cells have permanent jobs. A skin cell stays skin, a muscle cell stays muscle, and a nerve cell stays nerve. The jellyfish survives using a rare mechanism called transdifferentiation. A fully mature, specialized cell completely abandons its original job and morphs into an entirely different type of cell. When turning into that formless blob, it forces existing adult cells to change identities and reorganize. They form the structure of a new polyp without adding any external biological material. Think of it like tearing down a fully built house, taking the exact same bricks and using them to construct entirely new architecture. Mastering transdifferentiation separates this creature from all other life forms, making cellular aging a process that can be manipulated. Biological immortality is entirely distinct from true invincibility. While the jellyfish can endlessly avoid dying of old age, its tiny, fragile body is easily destroyed by predators, diseases, or ocean pollution. If this species were completely indestructible, it would disrupt the marine environment to the point of collapse. This scale shows what would happen if the jellyfish survived every threat. Their population would continuously skyrocket, rapidly consuming all available resources and causing the local food supply to plummet. Biological immortality remains sustainable only because the ocean's food chain continues to enforce the death that the organism's cells avoid. This physical vulnerability is an ecological necessity. Researchers are studying this creature to identify the specific genetic triggers that allow it to reprogram its own cells. This work targets medical breakthroughs rather than the pursuit of human immortality. By learning how transdifferentiation is controlled, we may discover ways to regenerate damaged human organs, repair severe spinal cord injuries, or slow the progression of age-related diseases. There are still many mysteries about how this process works, but the jellyfish serves as a living blueprint for the future of regenerative medicine. The ability to reverse aging and repair the physical body is a biological process that has drifted silently in the oceans for millions of years.